Ethereum price has been getting really doggish. Really doggish. Let's dive into a quick Ethereum analysis since this has been really what's going on. All right, I'm seeing 2 liquidity bubbles for tomorrow. Let me put on the daily 10. Bam. All right, so what we're seeing on this chart here is the weekly 10 in red that I've extended, the daily 10, right? And that's what is essentially regulating price, for the lack of a better term. These zones up here are where I think Ethereum price can go tomorrow and in the near future, but tomorrow for the whale game fakeouts. This is going, so especially around night. So what's the top of this guy? The top of this guy is about almost 1990. I think this is the upper extreme of what, gosh, let me measure this. Hopefully that's not much more than, or much less than 5%. Oh yeah, it's 6%. Yeah. So I think tomorrow could see Ethereum spike all the way up for a fake out only, all the way up to 1990. Because you're going to have a lot of people hiding their stops for shorts in this area. So they're going to think this, all right, let me zoom in. Let me show you what's going to happen or potentially happen. And again, this is per my Bitcoin analysis that I just talked about. So if you haven't, if you're seeing the recording of this, you need to watch my Bitcoin analysis because I just went over all of this and it'll make a lot more sense. But a lot of people are going to say, hey, this is going to act as resistance, and price should, if it comes up here, I'm going to be safe with my stops in this area. So a lot of people are going to be hiding stops here, and it's going to create a lot of liquidity, right? And so because tomorrow is Wednesday with those 2 high impact data stuff, I could easily see because the algos are going to create liquidity or they're going to create volatility just for the sake of volatility. You need to plan what are the upper and lower extremes of where they're going to create volatility, and this is it. It's this pocket of liquidity that's going to create it. They could go grab it all and then come back down and then go right back in the middle, right? But what I think but what you want to watch out for on Ethereum, though, so I don't see Ethereum much really going over 1990. Probably, tomorrow it probably won't go over there, but it could spike up. All right. If SPX is really going to take a breather here, and there's going to be blood on the streets for, at least there's sideways / blood on the streets for crypto now, and this was the local top, just realize what you're looking for to confirm that the rally for Ethereum is over is getting stuck under the daily 10 EMA. It has been the support that a lot of people are drawing some wedge. Let me see what they're drawing. I've seen it somewhere. Yeah, they're drawing something like, I don't know what they're doing. How do they fucking draw wedges? Whatever. They're this. You're going to see this everywhere, right? That's not really what's happening. It's this. It's the daily 10 being used as support. It overshot it once because it went too far above. And when it corrected to come, it just overshot it. That's it. And this could have been a little baby bear trap. So it's the daily 10 is support, right? So what's going to happen here, because we are seeing in the charts a potential for 30 days of sideways, let's look to see if Bitcoin or if Ethereum could get trapped and go sideways and weak under the daily 10 for that amount of time. And, but you're going to have immediate support under it. I don't like that color. Let's make it bright green. There we go. You're going to have immediate support. So let's say it gets stuck. You're going to have immediate support on this origin line. And I'll tag that price area there. And you can easily, so you have double support. But you can't get over the daily 10 EMA. And then the daily 10 pushes it down below the origin line and the weekly 10. So if Ethereum's run is over and it's going to tank, it's not going to do it all at once, because right below current Ethereum price, here, let me, there you go, 1758. Around 1760, you're going to have double support from the weekly 10 EMA, this red line, and this origin line, which is a big deal. So it's not going to go straight down. But if it comes down here and it simply is done, it's going to be the daily 10, which is your resistance. And remember, I just conducted a very similar analysis on 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐜𝐸, and it's exactly what happened. So this is roughly forming a sloppy triangle, It's like an archy triangle with the daily 10 acting as resistance. This is if Ethereum's run is over, and this is how you're going to tell. I'm not necessarily making the 100% prediction like Ethereum's over, like, no, I actually don't know. But if this was the local top, this $2,000 and the $2,008 was the local top, this is how it's going to go down. I mean, in the double sense, this is how it's going to go down. Yeah, that's a good way to say it. And then both in the double meaning. So it's all about the daily 10 instead of a wedge. The wedge, if you're trying to short it, yeah, but that's fine. But this is where it's going to bounce right back up to essentially touch the bottom of the wedge again, or more specifically, it's the daily 10. It's not the wedge. It's the daily 10. That's what's happening. And it's essentially forming a wedge. All right. That is Ethereum price, how it's going to go down. Now, to go up, though, I mean, very easy. If you can get above this pocket of liquidity up here at 1990 and use it as support, it's going to fly up to the next levels, as I've already talked about in my previous Ethereum videos. If you want to check that out, the one right before this, I showed you price paths on how it could get up here. But if 1990 is used as support, as opposed to all the way to 2008, if you can get above this pocket of this area here, this is the next pit stop. And I can put a price tag right there, something to here. That will be the next area. It slows down, and that's Ethereum.